Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 40 with me, Sid. And it's 40, that's what I wrote down, isn't it? Yes. Hopefully I'm right. My episode keeping is terrible. Anyway, since last episode I've done a few more days have passed. We are currently in spring, 2nd of April. My grain is now going back up because I'm now eating sandwiches, which means of course my hit points are going up. These are I'm just kind of do them whenever I get to it. But I've been working the farms. Let me just show you. There's probably some more there, and I've been working this. So we're now actually on to here. I suspect this is going to take an absolute age to go, but yeah, this is working really well. Everything is in there, and all the stuff over here is all. These are getting pretty close to 92s. They're at 60s. They're 90s. They're done. I'm not going to worry about collecting those. Right. In fact, I will worry about collecting them because a red bell pepper. I mean that one is very strange. 30%. I don't know what's going on there. Pumpkins, the tomatoes are getting very close. These are getting very close. This is all very close. Yeah, lots of, and we're still hitting cold snaps, which are annoying. I suspect this is what's happening at the moment, is we're just too early in the season to be planting. I mean, it shouldn't be cold at this latitude. No, it certainly shouldn't be that cold. I'll hold on to those and we'll plant those again in a moment. And this is all going as is that and that. So, yeah. Plants, they be growing. And the celery's popping off. I've kind of given up on celery completely. Over here, these things doing good. And this is actually not the most efficient one, by the way. It's far more efficient to wait for them to all grow and then just come back and plant the whole lot. But we'll take what we got for now. I'll let it warm up a little bit. But net effect has been that well, apart from I also need to do you. Gimme. And plob. Yeah, it's slow going, I will say that much for it, but it'll get there eventually. We will get there eventually. So we have got on the loom this one more woven cotton sheet coming off. You need 2 of these to make a fabric, and I think with this one we have enough to make a glider, which is going to be pretty special. So that's there we go. We'll grab you, we'll go over there and go plob. And we just weave those 2 together, and that's it. So armed with that, we should be able to make that. And I don't know whether you actually have to do these either way around, to be honest. They appear to be coming off the same, so I think we're fine there. But right, that is going to become invaluable this episode. Well, not right now, but it will do. We need to think about backpacks because they are going to be invaluable. But again, at this stage, we need steel. Steel is a long way away. In fact, steel ingot from immersive. Let me just get over to Tinkers. No, that's not what we're there. So steel is high carbon steel is pig iron. Pig iron is made in a blast furnace, and obviously a blast furnace is a pain. Pig iron can also, let's have a look, is there any technique we can make it in the immersive engineering blast furnace with hematite and coal coke? That's going to be a hell of a lot easier than faffing around with the blast furnace. But what is involved in getting those? It is fire bricks and mortar. Actually, that's not too bad, you know. That is, I mean, it's bad. It's more graphite and kaolinite, but it's not too bad. Anyway, I digress and waffle. Today we are going to make, oh bloody hell, hang on. Today we are going to make a start on some stuff. I do want to make a start on Thaumcraft, and I want to, that's going to involve us doing one of, well, several things actually. What's the temperature now? 651. Spring is brutal. Okay. Nope, still too cold. Okay. Right, we'll plan that a future time. Yeah, these are just coming off at no anybody's no, they're not surviving. Yeah, so we need to do several things. First things first, we need to sort out paper. And paper, well, as we've seen, you obviously we can't just put, I'm going to keep those on me actually. Paper is cellulose fibers in a barrel with base potash liquor. Base potash liquor is fresh water, and we need fire pit at 500, so we need 20 of those. 20 of those is made by burning those in a thingy, and we need basically that. So 1 2 3 4 5, that should give me exactly what we need. Bang. 25, actually a little bit too much, doesn't matter. We also are going to need, have I got something I can, yeah, let me go 1 2 like that. Just 2 will be enough. And we'll just saw that back up, and we shall get you put together into a hickory barrel, and plank and logs, and off. Well, I'm going to move this, and then we'll go and burn these down for potash. So let me get that done. I'll be back in a sec. All right, 5 of those in. That shouldn't take too long to turn to potash, I'm assuming. Of course, you know what assuming things does, don't you? Makes an ass out of you and me. Now, I had thought about whether I wanted to get into what am I looking for here? Into making iron armor. But I think if I'm going to go anywhere, I might go to the blast furnace before we even go there. Let me just get those done. They don't take long, and obviously with it being a furnace, I think what we will also do is take 2 of those, and we'll process those up into sheets and end caps for a wand, because that's the other thing we need to do to start in Thaumcraft. So that's going to take me a while just to cook these back. I'll be back when these are hot. Alright, well that's still heating up the iron over there, and I think we're just going to pop this here, and that will make base potash liquor, so we'll set that running there. Probably should be 5 left. Now this is bright red, not quite ready to be used, so yeah, we'll leave that going. Iron is wonderful because you don't have to worry about the damn thing burning up. It just unless you start pumping at the bellows, you've really got nothing to worry about. So yeah, we are just waiting on that to heat up, and then we'll be able to make our wand. That will open up one side of the thing too. It can work, so we're getting there. I just need to wait till this is weldable, and again, I'll be back in a second. That should be good enough. Bang bang weld. Take those out, and we are going to make a sheet, and that is just a hammer job. So and then that is going to go into a cap, which is basically 3 of those. Are you just going to line straight up? You're not, are you? Let me just try. No. Oh. Oh, damn you. Hang on. Too far. Gotcha. Okay. First bit done. It is completely empty. Let us just go and see about... I have no idea what's in this. There is a node over here. Now, obviously we can't see the node, but I know there is one, because you can just make them out if you're careful. Obviously you need to get in range of it, and I'm just trying to see, where is it? There it is. Oh, we've got 3 aspects. We've a very strong danger of us draining it, so we should probably leave it well alone. And we may have even damaged it now, but it's not like there are other nodes, and living close to the ocean is perfect for this kind of thing. So yeah, we have one small bit of our problem to solve here. That hasn't done yet, so we'll leave that for a while. And I'll just go and check the farms, I suppose. Back in a minute. Okay, this is done. We did have 5 of that left. Let me stick in that and seal and output waste. Hang on. Uses for that, 156 millibuckets. Outputs cellulose fibre in 24 hours. That seems to be okay still. Go with 56. It's not saying waste. I was just a bit concerned by the word waste. I don't want to waste anything. This is TerraFirmaCraft. You don't waste stuff. You make sure that you never waste anything. I did also notice that I got a message saying a vampiric zombie burnt to death, which means that there's probably special mobs in here, which is great. Everybody's favorite, of course. We need you. I need to make some sandwiches. I'm almost out of seaweed, so that's going to make it a very unfulfilling sandwich in terms of that, but we'll address that problem later. Let me just take you. And then you. Still too heavy, but it doesn't matter. And then we'll take that. That's still a little teeny bit too heavy. So I've realized that my weights were out, but that's fine. We'll work around that. For the time being, those 2 won't go in there. That's great. And we shall eat that just to keep us going, and we'll eat that, and we'll munch on that to try and get it down in weight. And we'll munch on that to try and get that down in weight. Oh, another munch. Almost there. And sleep. And then we hopefully, in about 24 hours, which is not going to be first thing in the morning, we will have mulch paper. Let me jump in there. Let me go and take a nibble on that. And then that can go away. And then we can take a nibble on this. I know this is not the most efficient way of doing this, but it'll work. It will sort us. Right, so that's doing its thing. And that's, oh, actually, while I think about it, I did put another cheese in, so I better grab that. Excuse me, madam. Now I could melt these, but I'm not going to bother right now. Just go and put this cheese away. And I need to go and get some seaweed because we're completely out of veg. So I'll be back in a mo. While waiting on that, we appear to have some crops that have got ripe, which I ain't going to say no to. So we have barley. Well, almost all ripe anyway. I'm not going to worry about the extras for the time being. They're not ripe. Obviously, that's all ripe. This rice is ripe. Again, we will run multiple crops this summer. I am not getting caught out again by the lack of food. But you know, by the time we established where we were going to live, it was pretty much, we weren't gonna, you know, it was late in the season. We may have got some crops in, I don't know, but these are not ripe yet. That's fine. They're not ripe. The oats are, though. We should be able to start familiarizing the animals as well then, which is good. And it looks to me like I may have some carrots getting close to, or at least starting to ripen. So you know what they say, it all comes to he who waits. And oh boy, did we wait. Okay, I sat there thinking, what did I just press then to get that effect? Now we know. Nowhere near yet. Maize ears are nowhere near. These are getting closer. That's nowhere near, and this is right. We'll have it. Those are definitely not happy though, are they? And again, replant. So there's no point trying to do the sugar cane right now because they're just not going to go. Ah, that's ripened, has it? Yep, there you go. Good. Barley. Well, there's one I just heard us on, but then. Okay. So that gives us more grain than we can reasonably shake a stick at. Which is good, because it means we can now be getting on with the actual just living. So we can take oats, we can get all of this down, we can get that down, get all of these pounded out for their respective seeds and wheats. and we should be good and happy. We still need to sort out a charcoal source as well. That's a thing we need to do. And we're going to need to go and get coal actually if we're going to aim for the blast furnace, because we need coal coke, don't we? Those ambience noises. I wish I could figure out what mod was causing me, how to turn the damn things off. Every now and again I keep on having a look, but it's got to be said, I'm not getting anywhere. Clearly. I should also put some more icing. The why? Ice, baby. Yeah. So we should hopefully by this point be at the point where we have paper mulch. Damn you! Damn you! Oh, waste. Okay, doesn't matter. We'll live. So that is bread. That can go in there for now. And yeah, let's have a look. Go and have a look at that barrel of potash and see how it's getting on with the cane. That has got lots of charcoal. We need to be making coal coke with that if we're going to go there. So not quite there yet. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. Something not working right. This should have converted. Reeds. Sugarcane, isn't it? Of course. Now they should go. Base potash liquor. Create. Wait. Oh, hang on then. Let's try. Let me stick a full stack in, because it did say waste when we put the full stack in, didn't it? Let's do that then. Maybe. Normally, you know, when it doesn't say there's an output, or the output is not what you're expecting, output waste. Right, that's going to be 24 hours again. So I'm going to just putter around really and get some bits and pieces done. I'll see you in a short while. All right, it's another day. Let's have a sandwich. I puttered around. I put a little bit of a kind of a pier bit. I'm going to I've run out of great wood, but we are going to have another great wood thing down here, and we'll put some. Probably these are currently not illuminated because I don't think they really need to be. But this is where we can just put our milk, and we've got our vinegar back here, empty, and bucket. Just get some out of the pen. Not that it matters, the cows don't really mind. But hopefully, all things being equal, we should. It's not quite there yet. Maybe it's not been 24 hours. Maybe we just need to give it the full 24. But we should hopefully be getting close to having that waste. I put it around, did a few odds and sods around the place, felled a few trees because we're going to need logs for the next bit of our paper making. And we are definitely. I might need to move. Well, it's a bit late to move now, but I think I might have chosen a colder climate than I anticipated. But yeah, well, we'll live. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I also made myself a wrought iron shovel head because, you know, everybody likes a bit of wrought iron shovel. And my bronze shovel is nearly dead. So, yeah. Pop that down. I'm not worried about doing any more. This will keep on spreading. Let's go and see how this is doing. There we go. Unseal. And there is 1,000. What can you do with waste? Whoops. Oh, you can use it for that as well. Okay. But what can you do with it? I would say nothing. So probably just chop it and replace it and seal. That's all right. We got 64 of those. So we need to make paper. And if you look at the first thing on there, the first thing, well, actually the first thing I saw was industrial squeezer, which is not going to happen anytime soon. And, you know, it is going to squeeze out base potash, liquor, and 2 sheets of paper per. This one is not going to give us that. You basically need to make these. And for that, I have got a few of these, so we can go, that's 5, that's 10. And we can do those and those. We can get that lot out. I'm going to stick you in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. And these can go out. Ooh. Oh, I better fix that. These can go and sit in the sun for a while. Now, I don't know whether you lose the wood. I can't see why you would, but if you'll pardon the obvious, wait until dry. I can't see why you would lose the wood, but we've got to wait for those to dry. So again, puttering around, back in a mo. Alright, waited a day. These are now dry. They no longer look like soggy Oreos. They now look like Oreos, or bourbon creams or whatever. And break to obtain paper. And you do get your stuff back. So that's all good. And that's 8 paper. Now that's not enough for what we need. We need to do another batch. Well, we're going to need to do several batches at some point, but let's go and we can get another batch going. I'm fairly certain I put the balance of the stuff there, so we can get more of the biscuits going there. That, and we'll keep hold of that. We need it. We are coming to the close of this episode. I would like to have the bookshelf thing done before we finish. So this is probably going to take all today for these to dry out. What I have been doing is just clearing, basically harvesting stuff that's, I mean, this is all ready to harvest completely. These are getting very close, as are tomatoes. Pumpkins are not there yet. However, melons are definitely, oh, and there's pumpkins starting to appear. So, you know, we're getting close. Now, we're losing jute left, right and centre, but I'm not too desperately worried, because the thing about jute is we have got alternatives for a lot of the ingredients we need. So, for example, you know, for cotton, this kind of makes a mockery out of it, as does the flax, and it grows at such vastly improved speeds over, you know, everything else. I mean, why even bother? It's just, this is such a superior crop. So yeah, anyway, we're going to wait for the biscuits to dry out, and I will harvest this lot ready, and we'll be good and happy, and I will see you in a short while. Alright, well, we've definitely got things looking very ripe over here. These are almost there. These are mature. These are mature. Getting there. Mature. These are nowhere near, but, you know, I think they've had a bit of a rough winter, spring kind of period. You know, and the celery's not done well at all. However, we're not worried about that right now, because we have got our next batch of paper presses and paper, which means we can now go and make books, and with books we should be able to make a Thaumanomicon. Let's go. So that is the usual shapeless, isn't it, actually? So we can do it with the blank patterns and string, although I'm not entirely sure what string we can use for that. I don't know, have I got any blank patterns kicking over here? Misc. Oh, okay. So apparently I have a thing for misc blocks like walls, but right, what am I looking for? These. So if I take 2 of those, and we'll take them with me. I mean, doesn't hurt. Don't hurt at all. And let's come in here and let's just go with some, say, wool yarn. And go with that, and that. No. That's a big fat negatory, but it doesn't matter because we got 3 of those. So we take 3 of those, 1, 2, and 3. And 3 of those to make our books. We can put our paper away for the time being. I'm not sure. I don't think this version of Thaumcraft is overly heavy on the usage of things. Now we can then use any wooden blocks we like, apparently. So let me try those, actually. Just see. Because they keep... Not those. Any wooden blocks we like except for those. Yeah, we'll just use some of that. And we'll do 1 and 2 and then that. There we go. And if I remember my stuff correctly, I think we just do that. And we have progressed into the wonderful world of Thaumcraft. So we got ores and nodes, advanced nodes, tapping. We need, oh yeah, we need paper to do the research. Oh, please tell me it's going to be, is it going to be, it is going to be, I don't know whether we're things, but we've got all of the stuff. We've got the patch, which we may or may not have seen. We've got the plants and the trees, which tells us all about those. We haven't seen any mana pods, so God only knows. Ores, how we are going to get those, I really do not know. In fact, let me just have a look. Can we see anything on shards? We've got these, but where do we... Because I've not seen any of those. Now the question is... glowstone shard. Cool. Oh, sifting. And some other stuff. Ulexite mineral. Okay. And it's always sand by the looks of it. It doesn't really matter what it is. They have all got a percentage chance of dropping. God only... Oh, you can make calcium blend bone meal. Okay, that's fine, and that stuff we can grind down for glowstone dust again. We are definitely going to have to move that forward, aren't we? However, right now, I'm happy. We have made the step. We have moved into the arcane arts of Thaumcraft. We've got the book. We have got Thaumic Energistics. Yeah, that's hopeful. Oops, and I've just gone and belted my microphone. We've got Golomancy. We've got Artifice. This is, of course, this is the art of, to me, this is the classic Thaumcraft as well. This is the stuff. Great Wood 1 core. And presumably we are going to need to manufacture a thermometer, which is going to need gold sheets, some shards, so we're definitely going to have to do sifting to get that. And question is where to go next. I think steel. I think steel is a definite area that I want to move into, and yeah. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and bye for now.